few weeks ago, but it's a really great concept to talk about, especially for yellow belts. So Mr. Boggs was talking to our class this morning, and he was talking how we teach our little kids the parry block, to swat the fly and then to block. Okay, so block it. And it's an open hand. But really what that is, as he was saying, is an inward middle block and then an outward middle block. So I thought we would try that a few times on each side, and then I wanted to show them the first 6 moves of Pinan 3 because it's somewhat of the same concept.
Okay.
Okay, so we will go and do the V-step parry, inward, outward middle block.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you do open hand first and then do?
Yeah, we can do open hand first. So we'll practice it since we do have all levels of ages. We are going to go ahead and get into our self-defense stance. Okay? Every time you're practicing a combination technique, I want you to make sure you have open hands. Okay? So we're going to V-step, and when I say V-step, we're going to go in the direction of a V, and we're just going to V-step forward and parry. And then this hand comes underneath the elbow and blocks. Okay? Let's do it again. Let's keep moving. Yeah, we'll step back into our self-defense stance. So V-step parry, and this one comes around circle blocks. Okay? And back into position. And
You notice something, Mrs. Fry, when she backs up, she has her hands up. Okay, that's what we teach here, right?
yes, sir.
Self-defense. You always want to be aware. I don't want to do this, get rid of the bad guy, and then turn my back on him. Okay? Always keep your eyes on the bad guys.
Okay. So one more time in that direction. So V-step parry, circle block under, and block. Okay. Now let's go in the opposite direction. So let's change our stance up. Okay. And now we're going to go V-step parry. A hand comes underneath and blocks. And hands up. We'll go back. Oh, I saw somebody drop their hands. All right, this is a test.
Stick them up.
All right. So again, V-step parry and circle block. Okay. And back. Okay. One last time. V-step parry and circle block. All right. Now, an advanced concept to this is when we're V-step and parrying, you want to try to get that head out of the way too. Okay. So we V-step parry and circle block. All right. Now we're going to change that up. So let's go back to our first way that we were standing, and instead of the open hand, we're going to close them now. Okay. So now instead of just swatting the fly, we're going to bring this up and we're going to strike. Okay. So V-step and inward middle block. This one comes out, outward middle block. Okay, and hands back up. Let's get into that fighting stance. V-step inward.
Oop.
And outward. Okay, hands go up. Let's step back. And this will be our last time. Make our fists like a fighting stance. We're going to V-step and strike. And outward. Inward and out. Okay? All right. Great job. Now let's switch up our stance. Okay. And now we are going to go to the other side. So we're going to V-step and inward and outward. Hands go back. Let's make our fists. All right, so we're going to step and slide and strike and strike. And back. One last time. Inward and outward. Good job. So, how's everybody feeling with that? I hope they're feeling well. And that's another thing that you can practice in the mirror or practice at home. So if you have snorts or pool noodles, you can always put them on the floor as such. And then if you have a mirror, you can go ahead and practice doing your V step with the inward and outward. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, feet together. Thank you, Miss Betty. Thank you, Mr. John. All right, go get a water break, and it's sensei time.